hasten, how we chasten to amend them. Now they've got my Sunday hat, and they've put it on the cat. Oh, I don't know where I'm at. Little women. Jumping toad frogs, Meg. Put that green apple down. Oh, Joe! Joe! Get out of that tree before you fall out of it! Busy women, little women. First they help me make the cakes they love to munch on. Busy women, little women. Next they make mud pies to improvise a lunch on. Now they're sweeping out my room with the barnyard's dirty broom. Oh, they'll put me in my tomb. Little women. Beth, get out of that mud puddle or I'll start your pantaloons. Amy, where did you get your mother's shoes? She'll have my hide, and I'll have yours. Dusting, sweeping, ironing dresses. Cooking, cleaning up their messes. They're driving me insane. But we love them just the same. Little women.
It's so dreadful to be poor. I don't think it's fair for some girls to have so many pretty things and others nothing at all.
We have mother and father and each other.
But we haven't got Father, Beth, and we shall not have him for a long time.
I wish this dreadful war was over and he could come home.
We're over, Amy.
We're over. Thank you, Meg. Girls, you know why Mother proposed not having any presents this Christmas, don't you? It's because it's going to be a hard winter for everyone. And she thinks we ought not to spend money for pleasure when our men are suffering so in the army.
But, Meg, I don't think the little we should spend would do any good. We've each just got $1. I don't think the army would be helped much by our giving that. Besides, I've wanted to buy a certain book for the longest time.
And I just have to have a new set of drawing pencils. And what do you just have to have, Beth?
I would like some new music, Meg, but I guess I can do without.
Just like Beth. Joe, you and Amy ought to take notice of your sister and learn something.
Don't be so noble, Meg. I expect there are a few things you would like.
To be honest, yes. A holiday. I'm tired of teaching those children every day, all day long. I wish I could be home enjoying myself.
You don't have half such a hard time as I do. How would you like to be shut up for hours with Aunt March?
You're lucky Aunt March allows you in her home at all. You know she's not as bad as all that. I don't think any of you suffer as I do. For you don't have to go to school with impertinent girls who plague you if you don't know your lessons, and laugh at your dresses, and label your father if he isn't rich, and insult you if your nose isn't nice.
If you mean libel, I'd say so, and not talk of labels, as though Father were a pickle bottle.
I know what I mean. You don't have to be so satirical, saddle, or whatever about it. It's proper to use good words and improve your vocabulary. You're one to talk with all the slang words you use, Joe. Don't, Joe. It's so boyish to whistle.
I know. That's why I do it.
Oh, I detest rude, unladylike girls.
And I hate affected, prissy, sissy, snob girls.
What would Papa think?
They're both helpless, Beth. Joe, it's time you put aside boyish tricks. It didn't matter so much when you were a little girl, but now you're a young lady.
I am not. I hate to think I've got to grow up and be called Miss March and wear long gowns. And act as prim as a china teacup. Anyway, Meg, it's hard enough being a girl when I like boys' games and work manners. I can't get over the disappointment of not being a boy. And all I can do is sit and knit like a poky old woman. I wish I were a boy.
Oh, I think boys are horrid.
Horrid?
Horrid.
Fiddlesticks. Boys, 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 I think boys are fun. Boys, 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 dirty all the time. Daring knights who rescue maidens, ragged rogues who prefer waiting, gentlemen who'll kiss one's fingers, ruffians whose presence lingers. Boys, 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 I think boys are nice. Boys, 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 another name for vice. Boys, 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 I think boys are grand. Boys, 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 I don't see how you can. They can waltz divinely sweet. Oh yes, upon your helpless feet. They can bring you bags of candy and eat it all so fine and dandy. Boys, 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 I think boys are great. Boys, 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 wait, just wait, just wait. Amy.
Mr. Brooke, Joe showed me her hideaway. It's really something grand. I'm going to ask Grandfather if we can have one in our attic.
A hideaway, Laurie?
It's only our attic, Mr. Brooke. Joe likes to go there and read and write. She calls it all her own, and I guess it is. Joe, would you and Laurie care for some tea?
We've had some, thank you. Mr. Brooke, Joe's going to be a writer when she grows up.
That's wonderful, Joe.
Oh, I like to write, and I want to be a writer, but that doesn't mean I will be, of course.
We think Joe can do anything she puts her mind to.
Oh, Meg?
She showed me some of her poems. They're real good.
I'd like to read some of them, Joe.
Here, she gave me these.
Oh, well, how nice. Well, Joe, if you're going to be a writer, there's no place like America. Here we all have a right and a chance to seek out our dreams and make them come true.
Do you think even a woman can make her dreams come true? It seems like a man's world to me.
In America, Joe, anyone's dreams can come true if he's willing to work and not give up, no matter how hard the opposition.
Well, I'm willing.
America's the place for you. There's no place like America, the star-spangled land of the free. There's no place like America, America for me. When you march up the street on the 4th of July, there's a star-spangled flag flying in every eye. When the band rolls its drum, there's a thrill up your spine and a lump in your throat that this land's really mine. It's a grand land and a good land, a land of opportunity. It's a wide land and a tall land, and a land that is homeland to me. There's no place like America, the star-spangled land of the free. There's no place like America, America for me. It's a story of the glory of the quest for liberty. It's a wonder, and it's magic being free to be me. Oh, there's no place like America, the star-spangled land of the free. There's no place like America, America,